So I see on your resume here that you're fluent in English, Spanish, and French. We don't have a lot of Spanish or French speaking customers, but if we do, I'm hoping that we can count on you for those translation services. Yeah, I'm happy to offer translation services. Does that come with an additional payment? Is it separately invoiced whenever you have to use my services, or how does that work? No, your pay doesn't include, bilingual services. The salary that we're currently offering, it's just in general, but, we do ask, that you participate actively in the improvement of our company, and sometimes we have to communicate with, people who don't speak our language, and you would be a great asset if you could just do that for us, sort of like a favor. Out of sheer curiosity, if I were to not be available to translate or I wasn't fluent in multiple languages, how would you communicate or how have you been communicating with your non-English speaking clients? We would contact the translator line that we've been using. So your company's willing to pay a translator line to translate, but you're gonna have someone in-house that can provide these services on demand whenever needed, and you're not willing to pay extra for that. And the reason I'm asking is because, I paid a lot of money to learn French and to become fluent in Spanish, and it wasn't a favor that someone did for me. I had to put in the time and I had to put in the effort to learn these languages. It's just funny to me that you use the word favor, but you're willing to pay a translator line. So, as far as my bilingual efforts, again, you can either add pay to my salary to use those, or I can invoice you separately whenever they're needed, or we can just remove them as an option altogether and I can just completely speak English all the time. So, Veronica, after looking over the salary and the job description, did you have any questions? Yes, actually, in the job description, I see at the bottom it says additional duties as assigned. Are you able to just describe a little bit more of what's going to be expected aside from what's already listed? I would honestly love to be able to tell you every single thing that you're going to be doing in this role, but it would just take forever. There's just too many variables when it comes to this position. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what those additional duties, sometimes they just come up and we're just going to ask you to do them. And it's just, it kind of falls into that whole additional duties, if that makes sense. And I get that. I understand that you can't tell me every single thing that I'm gonna be expected to do. But where does it end? At what point do you now add 15 additional duties to my job description without additional pay? I hope that makes sense. It does make sense. There's really just no way for me to list everything out for you. We really look for team players and you know, team members that are willing to step up in times of need. I just hope you understand where I'm coming from. It leaves it open for you to be able to expect. So I'm getting paid for items 1 through 5 and saying additional duties as described, it kind of leaves it open for you to be able to add items 6 through 20 and kind of put it under that category and not necessarily give me an opportunity to rebuttal or to require more pay because now I'm being asked to do way more than what's expected of me. If you guys decide to lay off half of the accounting department and all their duties fall on me, then I can't really fight anything because these are additional duties as described. Well, we have your resume and we'll be in contact. Have a good day.